Here on TikTok, a lot of people seem to be obsessed with the idea of what it means to be rich, what it means to be classy. We have the rise of the old money aesthetic and the coastal elite aesthetic, and all of these aesthetics that are meant to emulate the social norms and mores and aesthetics of the wealthy without actually sort of emulating what it means to be wealthy. And I think this book, To Have and to Have More by Sanibel, really, really explores that. This is a book about two Asian American girls who become friends at an elite boarding school, so like a prep school where it's like the children of the 1%, right? Lila is middle class, her parents are just like regular working people, whereas Emery is adopted by this white family and she's very, very, very wealthy. And the way that their stories sort of collide is really, really interesting because this book isn't exploring like money or what it means to be rich necessarily. It's much more about class and it's much more about exploring the secret signifiers of what it means to be one of the in group, right? Emery, because she has been in this world her whole life and her parents are white, she has this sort of ability to pass almost where she's existing in between these two states of like not really being singled out because she's Asian while also sort of reaping the benefits of her immense privilege, while Lila isn't necessarily able to do that, right? Because her parents are working class, this is not her world, she's a little bit weird, she's a little bit odd, and so she keeps clashing with the social norms, she keeps clashing with the mores, she doesn't know how to behave in these like expected ways, right? And I feel like that was the strength of this book. My favorite parts of this book was the really, really intricate and in-depth look at the ways that these girls sort of torment each other and that they are tormented by the institution itself, right? A lot of microaggressions are sort of happening. This book is set in like 2007, between 2007 and 2011, their whole high school career. And it's really interesting seeing the things that passed back then versus what people can't say now, right? Like there is a sort of casual cruelty to a lot of these kids that I found really, really fascinating, right? Because again, they are teenagers, they are sort of given this pass, and then there is this added element of like, oh, you're allowed to say this because you're very, very rich, right? And this girl is just like a random girl that no one cares about. And so there's so much subtle communication about like power and class and just like the ways that people brutalize one another. That's so, so, so well done.